Now at 4, we've uncovered new information about Sunday's mass shooting in Las Vegas. We'll take a look inside the shooter's hotel room as we learn more about the victims. Plus, we now know the name of the person killed in a shooting on I-20 in Shreveport.
A little light rain and some wet roads could slow you down this afternoon. We'll track the rain on Live First Alert Doppler in your forecast.
Plus, President Trump tours the destruction in Puerto Rico as the island tries to rebuild after Hurricane Maria. I'm Marie Waxel. KSLA News 12 Now at 4 begins right now.
You're watching KSLA News 12 Now at 4.
Now at 4, we're getting a first look inside Las Vegas's Mandalay Bay Hotel, where a gunman opened fire on thousands of people attending a country music festival Sunday night. Crime tape remains stretched across the door, and an assault rifle can be seen resting on a stand on the floor. Police say 64-year-old Stephen Paddock acted alone, killing 59 people. More than 500 others were injured. Police now say Paddock had an arsenal of 23 weapons and thousands of rounds of ammunition in his hotel suite. Today, investigators combed through the concert grounds, finding dozens of lawn chairs and other personal items left behind as people ran for cover.
He was just shooting so much. It was just almost 20 minutes worth of shooting, and he would only pause for a few seconds.
Investigators are working tirelessly to determine what drove Paddock to commit what turned into the largest mass shooting in U.S. history. President Trump called the gunman, quote, a sick and demented person. He also said that we'll be discussing gun laws as time goes by. Well, we've learned the chairman of the Louisiana Gaming Control Board was staying in Las Vegas on the night of the shooting, just less than a mile away from where the attack took place. He says he and the rest of his Louisiana delegation are in town for a trade show and that they are all okay.
There were some other people from Louisiana here, and I sent a text out to all of them telling them there was an active shooter. They needed to find a safe place. So everybody had gone back to their hotel anyway. So none of the people from Louisiana, affiliated with this trip were on the street when it happened, which is good.
Today, the faces and stories of the shooting victims are now starting to surface, like this man, 25-year-old Jordan McDoon of the British Columbia. He is one of more than 50 others killed. Survivor Heather Goose says she stayed with him as he died in her arms.
I was there until about 3:30 in the morning, so for about 4 hours, I was sitting with him. I didn't want him to be there alone. There was another guy that was by us. His wife had been shot and killed, the mother of his 3 kids, and he never left her side. And I didn't want Jordan to not have somebody with him.
Now, Jordan was at the concert with his girlfriend who survived the shooting. Heather says she talked to her on the phone from Jordan's side since she was not allowed back into the area after she escaped. With every passing hour, we're learning more about those victims. Rhonda LaRocque is pictured right here on the right. She was a Massachusetts mother who loved country music. Her mother says she was a beautiful woman inside and out and was a truly great mother, daughter, wife, and sister, worker, and friend. Jennifer Irvin was a San Diego attorney, passionate about helping other people. Her publicist says she was a dear friend and colleague whose life was cut short by an unspeakable tragedy. Several vigils took place around the country last night to honor those who lost their lives. Places like Nashville, Tennessee, Bakersfield, California, and Dallas, Texas all held a moment of silence for the victims. Police say the death toll could rise as many of the injured remain in serious condition. And right here in the Arklatex, the city of Marshall will hold a prayer vigil tomorrow night for all of those involved. It's set to begin at 5:30 again Wednesday night at Meadowbrook Funeral Home. That's on South Washington Avenue. Now at 4, President Donald Trump is in Puerto Rico highlighting federal relief efforts to help the island recover from Hurricane Maria. The president toured the destruction and addressed U.S. response. There are now 12,000 federal aid workers on the ground, and 70% of the gas stations on the island are back up and running, but 95% of the island remains without power. Some of residents of Puerto Rico think the Trump administration needs to send more help.
They are being treated as a second-class citizens, yes, or maybe third. Not as people from the mainland, let's put it that way. We need help, more help, like raising a big pole of electricity, you know. We need something, you know, to help. But if we can do whatever we need to do, we do it.
Hurricane Maria is being blamed for 18 deaths, and those in Puerto Rico fear that number will rise. Switching gears now, let's take a peek outside at our afternoon traffic. You're looking live at our DOTD cameras here along I-20 this afternoon, coming to and from Shreveport there. What is that in the background, though? While traffic is moving along, are those rain clouds? I think that is what we are seeing right now. Meteorologist James Parrish is standing by in our Storm Tracker 12 Weather Center. James, finally a little rain. It's been several weeks since we've seen any in our area.
We haven't recorded measurable rainfall at the regional airport since August, so we're lucky to have some rain on Live First Alert Doppler. And if you are going to be traveling around this afternoon or this evening, do expect that some light rain and some wet roads could slow you down. Taking a look at Live First Alert Doppler, we don't have that intense rain that we typically see during the spring, but we do have some light to maybe some moderate rain from Shreveport all the way up the I-49 corridor, all the way into Texarkana. And the overall motion of the rain is to the north. We also have some patchy areas of rain drifting north across parts of East Texas early this afternoon. Now, the clouds and rain has had a big impact on our temperatures. We're in the 70s across the I-30 corridor, where we're mainly just seeing a heavy dose of cloud coverage across most of northwest Louisiana. Temperatures are in the lower 80s, but no doubt has the clouds and rain had an impact on our temperatures and have kept us more seasonable for this time of year. If you are headed out to the Red River Revel Arts Festival this evening, you're probably going to need the umbrella. We're going to keep a heavy dose of cloud coverage in the forecast, and I can't rule out some light rain. Temperatures will slowly drop through the 80s and into the upper 70s this evening. We'll take a closer look at some drier days ahead in your complete Storm Tracker 12 forecast.
All right, thank you, James. Now to an update at 4. Shreveport police have identified the man shot and killed on Interstate 20 yesterday morning. Police say 22-year-old DeAndre Brown died after someone opened fire on the SUV he was riding in. The driver, 22-year-old Keenan Frazier, was shot multiple times. He's still listed in serious condition at University Health. So far, no arrests have been made. Looking ahead now, several cities around the Arklatex are ready to celebrate National Night Out. The big night starts in just over an hour. Different block parties will take place in areas like Bossier and Caddo parishes, as well as Texarkana. The annual event allows officers and deputies to meet with neighbors in a peaceful setting to get to know each other on a first-name basis. Here's a look at our web story right now that we have for you on KSLA.com. Be sure to check out where and when your community's event will begin. Most of the parties, we're told, start at 6 o'clock tonight. However, we do know that Marshall postponed their event due to rain, or the possibility of rain in their area. Their night out will be held on Thursday. KSLA cares, and this afternoon our House for Hope giveaway is underway. You can see volunteers there at the Home Builders Association ready to answer your questions and take reservations for the next few hours for our phone bank. Remember, just $100 will give you the chance of winning a brand new home. All you have to do is call the number on your screen to reserve your spot. Now here's a look at this year's house. This is new video. We took this video just a few hours ago. All the money donated from those reserved spots will go to help one of 4 local charities. Again, you can call our phone banks this evening or visit KSLA.com for more information and for a chance to reserve your spot. Now at 4, according to the Louisiana Coalition Against Domestic Violence, the state currently ranks 3rd when it comes to violence against women. One local group is looking to bring awareness to the problem right here in our community. Project Celebration held a breakfast this morning in honor of Domestic Violence Awareness Month. Several community leaders and local representatives gathered at Morning Star Baptist Church to deck out in purple to show their support.
And there's a lot of different things that we can do and resources to help them, safety planning, to finding them a place to stay, to relocating to another state, and helping with going to court and other things of that nature.
The breakfast is the first event to kick off the calendar month, as Project Celebration has several more events planned to bring awareness to this issue. Our coverage continues on the deadliest mass shooting in American history. As the recovery begins, victims' families are now sharing their stories.
I hope you saw some rain today, but if you didn't, there's not a lot more rain in the forecast. We're talking about lower rain chances as well as increasing sun chances right up after the break.